just dying in it.
Yeah, that's why I figured.
Jesus Christ.
All right, so here we are with Webhead.
Hey, oh man, there was a green beetle right there.
We're going to remove the feeder because it doesn't seem to be, they're using it a little, but I think that there's enough flowers and nectar out here that they don't need it anymore. So we're replacing that with frames. We'll do that in a minute, but we're going to take off this bottom board because we purchased a screened bottom board which will help us monitor any pest activity or mites. So we're putting the screen bottom board on. I think you got it backwards. I could be wrong. Pardon me?
The back is all open.
Right, because that's supposed to be the front.
No, sweetheart. All right. Sorry, sweetie.
So we're going to turn that around.
Sorry.
So we have the landing board on there.
Yeah?
No, I think you need to. Yeah, it was that way.
Doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, that's kind of big. It's not what we're used to, that's for sure.
And we still have an opening on the back, so. Sorry, everybody.
We got a lot of activity. We've had a lot of rain here the last few days. So they're probably not happy about us going in. So now they got their new bottom board in there.
Don't like that.
No, you don't like the new one? All right, we're putting the old one back.
There's a whole opening on the front. Whole opening. They're like, make up your mind.
All right, so we're just going to stick with the old one right now on this so we can investigate that other one better. I wonder if we're supposed to cut that so that there's the opening, the regular opening, you know what I'm saying? Cut the styrofoam?
Then we'll have to work on that in-house.
Okay. So back to the old bottom board.
Where we should go.
It's up there on top of the other hive.
Thank you.
So we're also going to adjust our reducer. So there's two openings. We're going to put the bigger opening on now. It'll allow a little more activity in and out.
Huh? What?
That's perfect right there. So that'll allow a little more activity in and out of the hive, as opposed to that opening right there. See how much smaller that is compared to that one. So eventually we're supposed to be able to take the reducer off. I think we're going to do that in the hot months. But right now this helps keep the enemies out and helps regulate them. So we still got some empty comb there. That's a busy frame.
You can actually see the larva.
Awesome.
If you take a picture, it uses a different lens. Hit that little thing.
There you go. I can't tell if what's crawling on me is bees or mosquitoes.
Both sides.
Awesome. That's what we're supposed to do, flip that around. Who said beekeeping wasn't rocket science? That makes more sense.
Much better sense.
We got a lot going on there too.
All capped brood.
All capped
So
brood.
by next weekend they should be.
And by next weekend those will be hatched, or most of them will be hatched, and we're going to see a huge population jump.
I'm gonna leave that. I'll allow it.
Yeah, agreed. That's a lot of capped brood right there.
There she is. Lower right corner.
Lower right.
You see her? Lower right corner. My right.
You're right. Oh, I see her. Right there, I see that little dot. That green dot moving, there's our queen. She is busy as a bee. So that's a healthy hive. They're doing everything they're supposed to be doing.
And calm. She
Even-
didn't run from us. That's,
Yeah, she didn't run. So the remaining, and all of them are actually fairly calm. They're not bumping me, even though we got crappy weather here.
Everybody seems to just, they're all in a holding pattern.
Yeah. Waiting for you to get out of their way.
So this is new.
Yeah, that's all new. All right, so they're doing everything they're supposed to be doing.
I do believe that in the center where it's raised up is brood cells. See where they're all
Yeah.
right here? I think those are brood cells. See how they're taller?
Yeah.
So those are the males.
Oh, you mean drone cells?
Drone, yes. Thank you.
I'm like, of course it's brood. They're all brood.
Yeah, it's hot out here.
So we're gonna put some empty frames on the sides to replace that feeder. We got plenty of dandelions and all kinds of spring flowers. They're getting all their nectar and pollen that they need, so they're not in need of the sugar water right now. You gonna put one on each side?
Yep.
Awesome. So we're gonna add
It
two
seems
new
they're
frames,
working their way that way.
one on each side, and they are working their way in the direction that Donna's going right now. So once those babies hatch, things are gonna move real fast in this hive. You might could fit one more in, huh?
I am. I'm rearranging.
That feeder that we have is kind of a wider feeder. go, ladies. Some more work for you. Yeah, that frame was sticking out on the top a little bit there. There you go. Snap that baby right back in there. We're gonna switch out the bottom then? You answered my question. Alright, so now what we figured out that we had the new bottom upside down. So see, it's got graphes in there. And what we can do is from the back we can pull that out and we can monitor our mite population. The whole point is you don't want to have mites. They will affect your colony. So we can kind of determine if we're starting to have a mite problem, and then we can treat it for mites if we needed to later on. But right now this is where we're at with this. And we're going to try the new board. We like, on Hive Deadpool, we have that old board. There you go. We changed the size of the reducer. So today we changed out that bottom board to the screen board. We changed the reducer to the bigger side, and we took out the feeder and added some frames.
All right. Shut her down.
Just cover them back up.
Calm hive.
Nice calm hive we've got today,
Very active.
but active. And it looks to me like they like that opening. They're already filling that up real good. Filling it up real good, baby. We'll strap her down and move on to Deadpool. Alright, well here we are at Hive Deadpool. They were all flying around us when we were doing webhead, but they all seem to have gone in now. Oh wow. They're on all the frames. They are ready for a new frame. Look at that. So our purposes here, we're gonna take out that feeder because we don't think they need it anymore. And we're gonna put some frames in there to replace the feeder.
I'm going to do it now.
See if we can get some close-ups of what's going on here. And you can see the tops of almost all those frames have bees on them, which means that they're in some stage of working them. Obviously the middle frames are going to have more work on them because they start in the middle and they work their way out, but everybody seems to be doing their jobs in here. So we're going to replace that feeder with 2 new frames. So you're gonna put the new frames on each of the outsides?
Yes.
All right. Like I said earlier, they seem to be in the middle, working their way out to the sides. So we're gonna adjust them a little bit and put the new frames on the outside. Yeah, it looks like they're building that all up. Not quite on that side yet. But hopefully we've got a bunch of brood ready to hatch. They should be hatching sometime this week. And that'll you know, double, quadruple, whatever the size of the hive, and then everybody will get to work a little faster. You don't want to overstress them, so we just put in the new ones just this time. Oh, look, we got
capped honey.
Oh, that's capped honey?
Yeah.
I think on the left you got capped honey that's brewed in the middle. Or you're right. You're right on the corner. That's all capped honey. There you go.
Honey as well.
Is it? Okay.
No.
No, that's brood. Yeah.
Yep,
So the honey is that whiter color on the on our left, on Don's right, up in the corner, and then all those other cap cells is brood. So that's larva in some stage of development.
the queen cell they were finishing right there.
Well, they're working on a queen cell there, so not sure what
She's
that.
in here.
There are eggs being laid, so we know the queen's in there, and sometimes they work on a queen cell. Could be a variety of different reasons. It's not an exact science. Some people say that they work on queen cells because as a sign that they're getting ready to swarm. Some people say they're working on queen cells because their queen might be starting to fail.
And none of that's true here.
And we're just going to let them be and do their thing.
Very heavy, very heavy.
That's a very, oh my gosh, look at all that brood. That is a whole, almost a whole frame of brood. So once those hatch, this hive is going to be that much more population. Wow.
All at once.
All at once.
Oh, pop, pop, pop. Once it starts, it's a never-ending.
So the thing about those cells is that they've prepared them for, as a nursery, for lack of a better word there. And so once the larva hatches, it will take them less time to prepare that cell for another egg. So it's kind of like a rotating nursery. So all the hard work's been done.
Yeah.
All the hard work's been done to this point, and once those hatch, then the queen's just going to lay eggs in those, and the whole hatching process is going to go faster, because right now they've just been preparing the cells while she lays, so it's kind of been a little bit extra work for them. But once everybody hatches, then your size of your hive is more where you want it to be. And at this rate, I'm guessing a week or two, we're going to add second boxes. So I'm thinking next week when everything hatches, we'll see how much progress we have, and then the following week, I'm guessing we'll probably add the second boxes. Any sign of Queenie?
Not yet. I like when their butts are sticking out.
All their heads are in the cells, and their butts are sticking out because they're in there preparing whatever they need to prepare. They're busy doing, we got a little bit of cat brood in there. So they're busy getting those cells ready.
There she is.
We found our queen.
Right here, she's walking right here.
Oh yeah, there she is.
Very small dot.
And she's really big.
Chicky.
Yeah, she's really big though. You can tell it's queen. Alright, so this is the first time we've opened up Deadpool and we found the queen. So we knew she was there because there were eggs being laid and brood cells being made. So we knew she was in there. We just couldn't find her, and now we know why. Her green dot is not as green as the other one, but she definitely was a bigger variety in there. And hopefully, when you go back through this video, you'll be able to point her out.
Yeah, I lost her. Trying to find her again. But, yeah, she's doing good.
She might have swung around to the other side to get away from you.
Right. Man, I just got to watch her push it in. There was a top.
Oh, and they pushed it in? Awesome.
Yeah. Very
So they make like a substance, like a, I'm trying to remember what it was called. I know they feed the queen cells a royal honey, but there's another kind of gel that they put in the nursing cells that basically will feed the egg and the larva till they're ready to come out. And it's different than honey. It's got a different component to it. Obviously more of a nursing component than anything. But those nursing bees are, that's what the nursing bees are, the ones that are preparing the cells and getting the cells ready for the egg, and then once the egg is in there they add more of that jelly and then they cap it. So that's the nursing bee's job. And we got a little bit on that side, so they're getting that side ready. Well, I think we're putting in the fresh frames just in time.
Really, we could probably skip next week. We won't, but we could.
So Don's saying we probably could skip next week. We won't, because we really like going in the hive. We can do it and not be so disruptive. Which actually, this inspection has been probably the least disruptive inspection we've done. We've gone through the cells, or gone through the frames, but not too much. So Don will add another frame in on this side, and then we're done with this hive. Except we're going to change the entrance to the wider entrance. And it looks like this one's big time ready for that wider entrance.
They're both doing amazing.
All right, Deadpool. So Don is full on bee suit because he's going in the hives. I'm over here in shorts and a tank top. It's about 80 degrees out here in the sun, kind of warm. But they haven't really been bothering me. I'm getting more bothered by the mosquitoes than the bees. They don't even realize I'm here. Now see, the way he took that entrance out, that reducer, the way that entrance is wide open, we've been told by other beekeepers that that's what we should be doing, but we're not ready. We're thinking that when it gets hotter, we might open that up a little bit more, but right now we're trying to protect them from predators and keeping that entrance. It's less work, it's less of an entrance they have to guard and watch if we keep it small like that. It's starting to get warm out, and once it starts to get too hot in there, we'll be able to see some signs that they're overheated, and then we'll take that out and it'll help them air out the hive. But we're in April, last weekend of April right now. We got a beautiful weekend, so we're not too worried about it. It's a little warm today, but it's also going to rain more tomorrow, and so we're just going to leave it be with the bigger entrance. So I'm closing it up, and there you go. See you next time.